Ball action on Munger Vision. You're looking at Proctor, West Rutland boys JV basketball action from the Hinchy Gym in West Rutland, Vermont. And I'll try to catch up on some of the numbers. I've got one number out there that I do not have a matching name and number for. And actually, I got a couple out there that I don't have matching names and numbers for, but I'll work on it. It's always like that in JV ball. It's 2-0 Proctor. They're in their burgundy or maroon uniforms, and that's going to be a loose ball. And boy, it's going to be taken out there by Proctor. It was a rough ride, and they'll get the easy bucket. It'll be 4-0. And so we will watch West Rutland now try to set up their offense down. Two quick baskets here in the opening 30 seconds of play. Marcial will come out. He'll meet the pass, go down inside the Lions, and he might have gotten fouled in the paint. I believe he has been fouled in the paint. That's going to be on number 24 for Proctor, and that's going to be Greg Elrick called for the foul. So yeah, I had a lot of bodies warming up in maroon uniforms. Not a lot of names and numbers on my program, my roster, and I think I've got probably some JV varsity players that play both ways out there. And it's going to be McFerrin with the ball, and he'll kill the dribble at the top of the arc, go to Marcial. Marcial bodied right up. Good defense being played by Proctor. They'll swing it around out of the Lions. You see again West Rutland being a very deliberate, slow-paced style of game. You want to milk down the possession, shorten the touches that Proctor will have, and Dupree will again have no space to work with on that side. That's going to be from the outside and off the mark. Rebound on a 1-and-out will come down to Proctor. The Phantoms JV squad have Rick Carroll, number 10 out there. He was with the touch on the point. Will go down inside. They'll turn fire, come up short. Rebound, got it. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Don Dunches. His team down 6-0. They're going to have a full timeout. And again, 6-0 Proctor in JV ball over West Rutland. So McIntyre and Dupree in the backcourt. And there'll be some pressure by Carroll as he'll cross the timeline. Carroll, number 10 out there in maroon, will body up to Dupree. He'll work it to the arc and then pull it back out. And that was a timeout taken by West Rutland coach Don Dunches in his first year at the JV level. He was a 7th, 8th grade basketball coach last year here at West Rutland. Some confusion there in the pass back between Marcial and Dupree. That's Marcial coming up high, and again, they're going to have to play a pretty perfect ball game as far as not a lot of turnovers. McFerrin will have it. He'll duck around, and Dakota McFerrin will bring the ball back to the Lions. That's Marcial on the edge of the box, trying to penetrate and drive. Lions shot up, off the mark, rebound, McIntyre foul. Didn't get the shot, got the offensive rebound, got fouled. Should be getting 2 shots. Yeah, that's one of the numbers I don't have a name to match up with, and I'll probably between periods be able to work on it, do something about it. But Westside looking for their first points for this JV contest against Proctor from the free throw line, and they'll be up and no good. Again, Proctor, in case you haven't seen their JV squad, just 6 people deep. They're playing with just that one substitution, so it's pretty obvious that it limits Coach Dunches' abilities to employ probably like a full court press early in the ball game, or doesn't want people getting in foul trouble. They're playing that zone defense. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound on the far side. McIntyre kills the dribble. Will find Lions. Lions now as Proctor retreats back into their half-court set. Carroll came out to contest the ball, and that's going to be last touch by McFerrin, I believe, and it goes out of bounds. So the pass was high. McFerrin went up to get it, went off his fingertips, and it'll be out of play. And Ricky Carroll wants to push the ball down inside to Elrick on the turn. No good. Another offensive rebound. The ball on the floor once. Up. No. That was number 12, Pilcher, that took the shot. Dylan Pilcher with the putback and the miss. This is Dupree, where they have the open shot. Up and no. Hard off the back of the iron. The rebound will come down. And here's the push by Proctor in the open court. Nice look along the baseline. Carroll. Oh, great little pass from Carroll to Elrick. Goes 8-1. That's just really good vision of the floor right there. Able to find an open man with an easier shot than what he had himself. He did have a shot, but that was a lot easier. Uncontested little bunny shot. Dupree needing help. Marcial will come out, and they'll slide the ball down now. McFerrin taking a baseline away, got fouled. I think they have the grab, the hold on Carroll. 1-0. That's Ricky Carroll with the foul. Ball on the baseline, falls on the floor. They'll just take it out of bounds, and Number 5 coming in is Justin Blangy for Proctor. So Blangy, number 5 in the ball game now. He will replace Pilcher. That's a Proctor change. It's 8-1 early on here in this first quarter. JV version of Proctor West Rutland. I'll have the varsity version at a later date on Channel 15. McIntyre with the touch in the corner. And again, they're going to run a very patient, very deliberate offense, West Rutland is. They've actually had a couple of chances to get together as a complete unit and practice. An ill-advised pass down into a little high-low help defense, tipped away and knocked in the hands of Proctor defender. And I can't tell you his name because I don't have his name and number matched up. I don't have a name and number there. And that's going to be toward the hole. No good. Rebound on the baseline. They'll kick it out to Elric. He'll go up with the shot. No, it'll be an air ball. Comes down to McIntyre. McIntyre turns. There's nothing but a sea of maroon shirts back defensively. Good job of hustling down the floor defensively by Proctor. Dupree on the floor, lost the handle, squirts the ball out, catches it himself. He's there against Elric. Now Carroll will come back and guard him. This is Lions to McFerrin. McFerrin on the floor, off his foot, and picked up by Proctor. That was Elric with the basketball. He'll come back to Carroll now. With 3:23 to go, we've had the one timeout taken by Coach Dunches of West Rutland. Up and no, nice look. Elric offensive rebound, fouled. Could be shots. I'm waiting to see if it falls on the floor in the act of shooting. Yeah, 2 shots. Marcil called for the foul, number 52 for West Rutland, and that's going to be Greg Elric at the line. He's going to shoot a pair. And with the break in the action, as his coach Dunches is talking to the official. And they're going to allow him to take the shots and get set here. And he'll be a little short on that first one. That's the first team foul on West Rutland, so obviously the first foul on Marcil. He'll set, get ready, and the second shot will be short. Same position. Offensive rebound, up and in by Proctor. Boy, nobody boxed out. And again, I can't tell you who 33 is, but I'll work on that for the Phantoms. See, I get the roster that they sell they hand out in the lobby to the good old-fashioned patrons that come in, and that's all I'm going by, and they don't have any of these players listed on the varsity or JV level. Again, you see all the arm movement over there by Blangy. That shot will go up, and Blangy will have the rebound, put it on the floor, go up, and got it. Blangy with the bucket. That makes it a 12-1 Proctor lead over West Rutland. West Rutland coming off a loss at home here to Twin Valley in a game that they fell behind real early. But the more the game went along, the better they played. That's going to be Blangy with a touch. He'll go to Carroll. They want to push the ball. There's the pass in the front court to Elric off the glass. He did a little 360 spin. And boy, if they push it, they've got some numbers. And no, you can see ahead of me all those maroon jerseys that got back, and he caught the ball out of bounds. But they get back quick and take away an easy chance for a bucket. And coming in now, a couple changes. Number 22 is Jared Parody for West Rutland in white. Oh, and I know I saw another body go out there. Number 2 is David Landon. So Landon also in the ball game for Proctor in the maroon uniforms. McFerrin to Lyons. Pass was high off the bounce, taken away, and this will be Carroll. See, Carroll wanted everybody just to take it on in himself. Told him to get back away. That's going to be another offensive rebound. Maybe another offensive rebound and a basket by Landon. Boy, already very early here to tell you one stat's going to be jumping on you in one quarter, and that is the offensive rebounds by Proctor. Lyons gets it back to Dupree. And he'll hold it up top with Carroll out on the elbow with him, and between circles is Lyons. They're just trying to isolate him, spread the floor, and take it away. Somebody got a hand on it, knocked the ball away. And they run the break. Carroll inside, pump fakes up, got it. 16-1. Proctor on a tear here in the first quarter. 16-1 lead over West Rutland. Again, I'll have the varsity version of this men's contest between Proctor and West Rutland for you. The later date. Marcil, the pass was tipped from Dupree to Marcil. He'll still get it. They'll come down to McFerrin. He wanted to wheel to the basket. Just nowhere to really get the space off there. You see the ball fake by Lyons. So go to Marcil. Marcil wants to penetrate, and I think we have a hand check foul or hold. Push go. Well, push. That's one thing I didn't go with. So the ball will go out on the baseline. It'll belong to West Rutland. That's going to be the 4th team foul on Proctor. See, they put the guard on the ball, and the inbounds pass will come to McFerrin. Again, he's just trying to dribble through so many people. I believe he's going to stay with West Rutland, and went off from the foot of David Landon, number 2 of Proctor. Lyons looks, Lyons finds Parody, and he'll bring it back to Dupree. One thing is, West Rutland just hasn't taken any shots also. Not that they've had an enormous amount of open looks, but when they have, they've just passed it up. Parody, and I know what they want to do. They want to minimize the amount of touches Proctor's going to get, and that's going to be no foul. Push from behind on Marseille, his second personal. They again, West Rutland gets in foul trouble. They have just the one substitution to come in the basketball game. And so Carroll working the back court with no pressure, and he'll be able to bring the ball down the floor himself. Just 27 seconds left in this all Proctor first quarter. They have a 15-point lead. They've limited West Rutland to 1 free throw. And they flash down inside, fouled, and count the basket. If that's 5-2, that's Marseille, and it is. They're going to bring McIntyre in for Marseille, who's got 3 fouls all here in the first quarter. First quarter not quite over. Well, it is for Marseille. He's going to be sitting down now. And that will really limit even more substitution patterns here this early in the ballgame to have a player with 3 fouls. He'll make the bucket, and it'll become a 3-point play. It'll be 19-1 Proctor. Yeah, got a hold. He grabbed right a hold of him. Now, so they'll take the ball out back on the, again, out of bounds on the back line. That is the 5th team foul, second on Carroll, and nobody in a shooting situation yet, obviously. Just 9 seconds left in this first quarter play. Lyons pass will be backed up by McFerrin, and he's going to let it fly, and he just did miss it. He just missed it. But boy, an all maroon first quarter, 19-1 Proctor's JV squad with the lead over West Rutland. Yeah, I see him waiting for somebody from Proctor to come over and get the ball into play. We're underway here in the second quarter, and it's obviously stating the obvious, but West Rutland needing something major to happen early on here in this second quarter for him. McIntyre with the ball, and Proctor sitting there in that very aggressive defense. And I believe, yeah, foul on the floor prior to the shot. It's going to be on number 14, who I don't have listed on the roster either. Or if you're a working guy like me, it's either. And so it'll just be the 6th foul. Next foul committed by Proctor, other than a player control foul or an offensive foul, will be the 1-and-1. Parody with the ball, lost the dribble, flicks it off. Dupree open, takes the shot, and got it. His first bucket, it's a 3-pointer, makes it 19-4 Proctor. Again, you can see the Proctor Phantoms spread the floor very nicely. They get a lot of offensive rebounds. That one's not going to happen. Tip back one more time. Yes. Landon started that whole thing with the first offensive rebound for the Phantoms, and then the finish. And McIntyre with the basketball. McIntyre very patiently waits for Parody to come around, and he's waiting for Lyons to come off the elbow on the screen. He wants to split the defense, gets in there, blocked out of there. And you can see number 14 handed off to Vita. Vita, number 21. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It could be Vita, but I think it's Vita. And I can't tell you a lot of the names to go out there with Proctor. I don't have them on my roster. But at halftime, I'll work on travel, big-time travel. Yeah, Dupree wanted to make the move, and that called for the travel, and the ball will go out of bounds on the far side of the Hinchy Gym in this JV basketball game. And it's going to be Vita, number 21, Alex Vita, bringing the ball into play to Pilcher. Pilcher, wearing number 12 out there, will lob the ball down inside. Boy, again, they really spread the floor space while they pass extremely well. You can see right there in that made basket. 23-4, Proctor's JV squad well in control here of this basketball game. No lead insurmountable. So, you know, there's a lot of things going to happen here before this ball game's over. He wanted to post up McFerrin. He can't save it hard into the end wall, and he'll pop right back up and get set. As Pilcher will take and put the ball on the plate of Vida. Back to Pilcher, and he'll cross the timeline. To Landon, and well, again, he really made a nice high school style move there and didn't make the basket. We have a foul on Proctor, and that should be the 1-and-1 now. Now 1-and-1 is the indication, but I'm not sure as who's going to take the free throws. I mean, obviously it's going to be West Rutland, but Dupree going past the line. McIntyre will walk up to the line. So McIntyre, 32, will be at the free throw line. And boy, I tell you, when you're down by 19 and only scored 4 points in 2 quarters, I can't tell you how important these free throws are. No. He'll miss it. The ball will come all the way over to Pilcher, and Pilcher will, with no problem as far as there's no traffic in front of him, bring the ball down, penetrate, and try the underhand finger roll. No good. Tipped and out of bounds off from one of the Phantom players. It'll become West Rutland basketball. Lions will bring it into Dupree, back to Lions. We're going to let Lions set the play up now here on this particular possession. They again trying to split the defense, had the ball taken away several times now, and that's a travel and a double dribble, and they're going to call double dribble. They had their choice. They called double dribble on Landon. Again, no problem bringing the ball into play. They pulled out of the press or any resemblance of it. Lions go back and pick up the basketball. But I tell you, just a whole difference in intensity on the 2 benches also. Lions sets himself. That's a 3-point shot. No good. So 1 and out. And that's something Proctor's done extremely well here in his first half of play, is really control the boards both on the offensive and defensive ends. Pilcher look and couldn't find it. Landon let the ball go by. They're going to post up, push the ball inside. No. Look at that wingspan. Nice job of just swooping up there, using his height and his reach advantage, and get the bucket on the putback. 25-4. Proctor JV squad looking real sharp out there right now. I like their defense. Seriously, I mean, a lot of the aspects I understand. Their rebounding is good. They're aggressive offensively, but their defense is very impressive. They're communicating. They're switching off. They're being intense. Then we're going to have a timeout taken by West Rutland and find themselves down 25-4 to Proctor and JV basketball. And Dupree, easily get the ball on the play. Proctor will just pick up over the midcourt stripe. Again, Phantoms in the maroon, burgundy, whatever you want to call them for uniform colors. And that's after a West Rutland timeout. They turn the ball over up top. All the way, landed. There's no finish. Another offensive rebound, and I think we have a foul called on, 1-4 called for the foul. Okay, so it's on Proctor, and it's shots the other end. I'm not sure who they're going to send to the line. Dupree heading to the line, and see if he settles in down there. No, they don't want Dupree. They want Lyons. So Chad Lyons nominated to go to the line on the 8th team foul. So again, that will make this the 1-1. Well, I tell you, I don't know if it's just this year in general, but I have done a ton of varsity and JV games at various schools, various genders, and they've been just a massive amount of blowouts or routes. I mean, this qualifies here at 25-4. This is a blowout, a rout. But I've never seen so many lopsided games at JV and varsity level in 1 year. I don't mean just West Rutland. I mean a lot of the schools I cover. They're either winning by 30 or 40, or they're losing by 30 or 40. McFerrin had the ball taken away. He came back, almost able to get the steal from Carroll. He'll underhand pass the ball out to his teammate, and Carroll now will settle things down. They want to go downside to Landon to the hole. Got it. Nice job down low by David Landon. Proctor was quite a variety, quite a good amount of low post talent out here in this JV basketball game. Dupree with the ball fake, couldn't sell it to Carroll, gave it to Lyons. His pass in the corner is stolen away. It was intended for parity. Landon's going to take it all the way in and hard off the glass. Carroll pirouettes, fades, and got it. Nice little fadeaway jumper. Makes it 29-4 now as Proctor just about got this thing under the full throttle here. Marcille up and got it. Nice job by Marcille going down in the box and just being physical down low, using his size, makes it 29-6 with 2:49 to go. Second quarter action. That's going to be up, and nope, there's another offensive rebound on the weak side. 2 chances, no good. Once more, yes. 3 offensive rebounds by Proctor. And yeah, you could say they got him out height, but height really had nothing to do with that. Put your butt right against them and push them backwards, walk them out of there. You got how to use how leverage and positioning. Lions with the catch. They'll just work around the perimeter again. Dupree will have it. Fake inside. Drive on Carroll. Kick it on the wing to Lions. He'll catch fire. Hit the side of the backboard. Comes down in the hands of Proctor. Rick Carroll will bring the ball down into play. Oh, nice job. I guess see how quick they pushed the ball down inside. And he missed the shot. Look at that offensive rebound. I think we're going to have a push from behind on Landon. Yeah, Landon came in and got a lot of body from behind. Push from behind, yes. And again, now it's just a matter of who's going to, I think he said 52. That'll be Marcial that's going to go to the line. And Marcial will head to the line. He's got 2 points tonight in the basketball game. He picked up 3 early fouls, and that really hampered him. That's the 9th team foul on Proctor. The next team foul that Proctor commits will be the double bonus. And Greg Elrick, number 24, coming back in the basketball game for Proctor. He was out there in the beginning part of the ball game, looked very good. So 31-6 with 2 minutes to go, and Marcial will be, that had to be a violation. Yeah, he missed everything and he didn't hit the rim. Now just automatically go to Proctor. Now that's second quarter score, I'm telling you. That's second quarter time also, 2 minutes. So just 3 team fouls on West Rutland. You say, well, they're doing a good job defensively. Well, that could also show a lack of aggressiveness, and also the fact how easy the offense is finding baskets. Like Elrick right there. Look at this. Look at this offensive rebound up and in. And that'll make it a 33-6 score, 27-point lead for the Phantoms of Proctor, Vermont. McFerrin driving the hole, being extremely creative. Yeah, and you can see the call there. It's going to send McFerrin to the line to shoot a couple, and he's pretty PO'd over the whole situation. He's rubbing his elbow. I think he came down hard on the elbow and might have, I don't want to say injured it, but certainly not the way, didn't feel as good as it did before he fell. Got it. Now McFerrin in the Twin Valley game was pretty efficient from the free throw line. You can see right there, he had a nice arc on the ball, a good rotation, got a swish. That's going to be a little shy. Yeah. Got 1 and 2, 33-7. Once you build them up on a free throw or compliment them, they always do that on the second shot. Never fails. So Ricky Carroll, as Parody at the score table, gets set to check in for West Rutland. Carroll at the top, and then play a little toss and catches. They'll just work the ball around. Oh yeah, they rotated around, overloaded one side, and didn't get the basket. They had the opening to take the shot. Look at that move right there, up and got it. Blongi with the move and the basket. 35-7 with 1 minute to go in his first half of play. There's a lot to adjust. There's a lot to talk about at halftime if you're West Rutland. McIntyre will back up. He's got Elrick on him, and you'll see Dupree put it on the floor, goes up, double pumps it, and I believe it was last touched by Dupree again on the baseline, and it was. And that'll allow Parody to come in the ball game, and he's going to replace Marcial, who's coming out with those 3 personal fouls. That's a good move to protect him. With just 44 seconds to go, you don't want him to pick up his 4th foul, especially down 35-7. There's no need for him to be in there to pick up the foul. And they swing it over, and the penetration sealed off. They'll give it back to Carroll, defender in the air. That gives him the opening. He passed up the little bunny shot for that. Nice drive, and almost able to catch and shoot all in one motion. Jump ball called. As McIntyre for West Rutland's going to tie the play up, and it'll be taken out of bounds by Blongi with still 23 seconds to go. Carroll the catch, the baseline, tough shot, got it. Had contact, kept his balance, and made the basket. Very, very nice shot by Carroll. Time winding down, inside 10 seconds. McFerrin trying to post up, wanted to pass across the paint to his teammate McIntyre taking away 2 seconds, 1 second. This will count, and off the mark. And Proctor enjoying a 30-point lead at 37-7 over West Rutland in JV basketball action. I tell you what, like I said, a lot of this is just stating the obvious, but you're down 30 points in the second half, just underway. You've got to have a real strong start to this third quarter, and I'm talking about West Rutland. That's McIntyre, the ball. I've got the names and numbers, the other Proctor players that did such a nice job early on in that first half, but I've got them all matched up now with names and numbers. Oh, great pass from Carroll. He goes back to Elric, and they'll get the bucket, and they'll go 39-7. 34 is Craig Hall for Proctor. 31 is Austin Howard. As Lions will drive, lose the handle, go between the legs, pick the ball, go back to Dupree. Dupree will sit on the arch, and they'll bring it back to Lions. A ball fake from way outside. Got a 3-second call on McIntyre. And real quickly again, it's Austin Howard, Justin Carter's 14, Matt Scarzello 33. And those were some of the numbers that I did not have on my roster. I got that at halftime, and I'd like to at least get their name out there. I don't see them on the bench either. They're split duty between JV and varsity. Elric, he might have got 3 seconds this way, and that's what happened. Yeah, we've had a couple 3-second calls here to start the third quarter off. 39-7 with 7 minutes left in this third quarter, and it's going to be Dupree bringing the ball for the timeline to Lions. So just play a little toss and catch on the perimeter and work the ball down inside. McIntyre with the catch posting up against Elric, and he'll get the rebound, just hand the ball off to Carroll, and Carroll ran the point very effectively in that first half. We'll set the play up now between circles. Dupree came up to contest it, and they wanted to pass over on the wing. That was sealed off, and can just patiently will restart. They won't force it, and yeah, we have 3 seconds again. And I could see that coming. I was just waiting to see if Stan was going to call it again. It was on Pilcher, number 12. So that's how many times you see 3-3-second calls all within a matter of a minute and a half in one quarter of play. I don't think I've ever seen 3-3-second calls in 1 quarter alone, let alone in a minute and a half. So hopefully they've got that all figured out, that you can't get down in the paint, kind of hang out there. There's the flash, the catch, the shot, the made basket. Nice, pretty play. Nice pass, nice moving, and nice basket. You can see quickly into the front court comes Dupree, and he's working one-on-one against Lions, and he'll give it back to McFerrin. McFerrin nowhere to get the shot off from. That defense by Pilcher was right on him, and that's been one of the very big storylines here of this basketball game. Has been the Proctor defense has been phenomenal. Marcel will get it, step up, and boy, Marcel got strapped early with the 3 fouls. That kind of limited his playing time and his aggressiveness, ability to be aggressive. But I'll tell you what, when he's out there and playing, he looks pretty darn good. He gets it done. He's a big guy. They need more people on the box. We're going to bring Lions down. It's not enough people down on the box for West Rutland. Yeah, now the table is set and we have enough people in place. And Marcel will, nope. I thought he was going to get it. Looked good when he left his hand, but they'll get another chance now. And they're going to bring Carroll back to midcourt. They want to make the switch out there and Vita down on the box for Proctor. And, oh, just missed the second one. 41-7, Proctor with the basketball. Pilcher, to be exact, he's bringing the ball up. He'll kick it off. And Vita, no. Good look. There's an offensive putback, and there were a ton of those in that first half. I think it was Scarzello that time, but yeah, there were a ton of offensive rebounds by Proctor. I think that's their defense and their rebounding, and obviously was key. There's another steal, and look at Pilcher to the middle of the floor, explode to the hole, finger roll it up and in. Nice job by Dylan Pilcher. And we're going to have a West Rutland timeout, and here comes the Proctor JV squad over with that 45-7 lead in the third quarter over West Rutland in JV basketball action. And again, that was a West Rutland timeout, and you can see that Stan Blickhart's explaining why you don't take the basketball out of bounds on the baseline directly behind the backboard, because when you throw it in, you hit the backboard. I've actually done that, so I know that rule. Marcel came up to get the pass for Dupree. There was no way that was ever going to get completed. They call it a kick basketball in the defense, and So we just need Lyons to come down, and he'll take the ball. That's number 41, Chad Lyons out there. He'll take the ball out of bounds. Dupree has had a tough matchup tonight. That's a little scoop shot. We'll get it. And that was a different move. That was a unique move. He's had a tough matchup problem with Carroll out there, Ricky Carroll. 45-9 now. No lead's insurmountable, but they're going to put together a tremendous run. And they got to get some defensive stops. That was a miss by Elric. Ball came down to Marcel. He'll hand it off, and it'll be taken over by Dupree. Dupree will get the ball down on a little bounce pass, and nice save there by Dupree as the ball got past Lyons. McIntyre had a touch also in there. Marcel playing way up top right now, and he's going to dribble and lost the ball on the dribble, fortunately right to his teammate. They're going to come all the way across to Lyons. He'll ball fake, give it off, and they're spacing off a little bit. McFerrin with the basketball. 4 minutes to go in this quarter. We're at the midway point of the third quarter, and it's been an all Proctor night so far. Still with the varsity game to come along. We're watching PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. McFerrin. Yeah, again, he wanted to penetrate and just not quick enough. They're just so much quicker on the Proctor squad. And they do well. They have good help defense. And they slow down the run behind the back pass from Pilcher to Carroll down inside to Elric to the bucket. Finger roll, puts some English on it. No good. Ball will come back to Pilcher. He'll go off the glass. He'll miss. Elric there again. No good. Ball tipped around. I think we'll have a push from behind called on Scarzello. And Scarzello will be called for the foul, but you can see the domination on the boards by the Proctor squad. Yeah, and then he turn around and get the ball in the play. He was playing toss and catch off the back wall. You know, a lot of it, too, I mean, and I don't mean this critically at all, travel not called, is you can be a team who's got to practice and get together, and team maybe doesn't shoot well, or team's trying to figure out what its own defense is. I mean, you can be a team that's not a good team, that's what I'm trying to say. But I think what I see, not only right now tonight, but on a lot of JV games that I do, actually varsity also, the skill levels, the fundamental skill levels have just diminished so much in players. And that starts at the lower level where there's just a lack of really good coaching. There are some very good volunteers and some very good coaches, but there's a lot of them who are forced into coaching because there's nobody that will coach at the younger levels. And they're kind of learning on the fly and don't really understand it. And then that's the bad habit you pick up at the younger age. But I guess what I'm saying is you can be a bad team but still have fundamental skills. Dribble, pass, know basic things. But then there's just most of these teams I watch that are losing by, a ton of points just to have no fundamental skills. And the JV coaches or even varsity are starting right from scratch with their players. McIntyre had it lost at Carroll from his laying down position, got the ball down, and Elric will make the basket. 47-9, Proctor's JV squad's got this one sewn up. 2:14 to go in just the third quarter. Now, I've yet to see Proctor varsity play live this year. But I've had a couple people that have seen them play say they're better than last year. And I don't think you can do that because competition changes and teams change to say they're better from last year. But they're as dominant a team as they've been in the past, I could say. And they have many talented players like they've had in the past. I think the one constant's been, Dick Wilcox, the head coach on the varsity squad. That's been the one constant with all the success Proctor's had over the many, many years under his coaching tenure. But yeah, some person came back from the one of the tournaments that Proctor was in and said, "Oh my God, they're 10 times better than they were last year." Tried to force the ball through the double team, stolen away. Here comes the Phantoms in transition. Up ahead to Elric. He'll hand the ball back to Carroll. He'll sidestep the defender, get in the air, be off balance, try to use the glass. Offensive rebound. Elric with a very creative shot. Little underneath shot, a little shovel shot, and he'll make a 49-9 now, lead at 40. McFerrin. The hard bounce pass back to Dupree. He'll go baseline. They had the screen set up with McIntyre. The McIntyre left the area, and that left all 3 defenders there for Dupree, with nowhere to really go with it. He was in trouble. It's McIntyre. They're going to swing the ball around the perimeter. No, they're going to try to throw diagonally against that zone right now over the top, and they haven't had a lot of success doing that, and I wouldn't think they would. They go baseline to McIntyre. He'll wheel toward the baseline itself. That was short in the, that was just like another defender being on him. Loses the ball with just 40 seconds to go, and you're watching JV basketball action between Proctor with the basketball and West Rutland in their home whites. You're at the Hinchy Gym, a beautiful location to come to watch a basketball game in. New hardwood floor, new paint job, new lighting, new scoreboards. You know, it's not a bad seat in the house. And you see Proctor will be holding for the last shot. Going to whip the ball down inside, and that's going to come up and out, and will it be last touch by Proctor? Yes. So West Rutland will have 12 seconds to work with to get a basket here at the close of the 3rd quarter. Well, they're milking the clock down to 6, 5, 4, 3. They isolate Dupree. He'll go down inside the crowd of people, and they won't get the shot off. It's going to be 49-9. Proctor with the lead, and just 1 more quarter to go with. You see Justin Carter, number 14 in the ball game for Proctor, and he'll look and look and look, and just go back to Carroll. Really wasn't a lot to choose from there. Blongi also in the game. Blongi with the basketball right there, number 5. He'll take the jump shot, and there's the weak side offensive rebound, no good. And boy, Proctor just got to be close to 27, 28 offensive rebounds in the ball game. No exaggeration there. They have just dominated every facet of the contest. McFerrin looking, wants to slide the ball down to McIntyre. Just wasn't a passing angle there to get the ball down inside to him. Dupree with a lot of ball fakes, but he was way outside the arc, and the defender wasn't on him tight enough, and swish, there you go. 2-pointer for McIntyre. Makes it 51-11. Carroll to Carter. Down inside to, whoa, gotta keep up with that. Landon had the touch, and then the basket was put up, I believe it was Scarzello. Chad Lyons to Dupree. No, I don't lack intensity. It's just really hard to get revved up in a game that's 53-11. You would think I was a maniac if I was hanging on the edge of my seat with every play here. Chased down by McIntyre. The long shot created a long rebound, and they'll bomb away and try to use the glass. No good. Carroll came to the free throw line. That's where the ball arrived after the missed shot. And Carroll will bring the ball down himself. He'll get to the top of the arc, go to the free throw line. They'll bring it down inside and just work the reversal. It was Blongi that had the touch, gave it back to Carroll. They want to slide the ball down along the baseline. And Landon will get it. Nice job. Look at that quick passing, quick ball movement. Yep, and they did a good job. Nice job of finding an open man. There's a steal by Carter. It's just a matter, will he dunk it or lay it up? He's going to lay it up and in for Carter. There's his dad relaxing over there. Darren Carter, and of course Glenn Carter right next to him. Paul Dunches right in front of them all. That's Carl Serrani, his wife Lori. That's kind of like a little mini box of dignitaries over there. That's good stuff. We got a timeout taken with 6:03 to go, and 57-11 to score. Proctor would lead in this JV contest. Carter set to put the ball on the play. He'll give it off to Carroll, left alone, and got it. Oh, they just left him alone on the perimeter, and you got to challenge a shooter like that as he gets the bucket to drop. 59-11, 5:54 to go on the ball game in the JV contest. We'll have the varsity game between West Rutland and Proctor for you at a later date. And that's going to be Carroll. He just read it, got ahead of it. Dupree trying to take the angle. Nice job of just putting the brakes on. Look at all the maroon on the glass. He'll tip it out, and that was just a pretty play and the basket. There's only been 2 fouls called here in the second half. Not a lot of whistles, just been back and forth here, or mostly back. And again, you can't throw that long a pass over that 2-3 zone up top, and that's going to be Carroll. Yeah, he'll bring the ball back out. They'll run through a complete play. He'll set it up. He's being pressured by Lyons now. They'll give the ball on the side to Blongi. They'll push it inside, and there's Scarzello, turns, fires out the front of the rim. Offensive rebound. Carter catches, fires, and got it. Nice, aggressive way to stick with it by Justin Carter. Of course, his dad, Darren Carter, very good athlete, but he's the guy that puts together that Proctor All-Star Baseball Tournament, which is a huge tradition and a huge success. And he invited me out last year, and I had a blast. Did the championship game, and he treated me well. Gave me a good spot, a good place to shoot from, and all kinds of information and rosters, and very accommodating, very accommodating. They have a carry of the basketball. There'll be a turnover, and they'll have it side out as McIntyre will come in for Lions for West Rutland. And this is all taking place with 4:32 to go in the basketball game as we're nearing the midway point here of the fourth and final quarter. And again, the buzz or the gut feeling I have is probably not going to be a lot different in the varsity game than what we're watching right here in the JV game. Proctor, very dominant team. West Rutland, the team that's rebuilding right now, learning. A lot of young kids that were on varsity last year but didn't get any playing time. They never really prepped for this year. They never thought ahead. Never let people get playing time and experience and work with them. So it's a learning process for the new head coach at West Rutland. I mean, it's all a learning process. Nice job on Landon. That's a pretty shot. Great form and then the basket. 65-11. I'd like to congratulate the West Rutland girls basketball team for their win over Cabot, Vermont. In a game that I did and didn't realize when they hit 80 points that they'd set a new school BO scoring record. That's a big-time collision. And, McFerrin going to get up slow. He had the wind just cranked right out of him. The foul will be on Proctor, and I believe it was Carroll that came over. And McFerrin, tell you, that's tough. He's getting up. He's best thing he can do is kind of stand still for a second. Let him breathe. You get the wind knocked out of you, I'll tell you what. Takes you a second, kind of compose yourself. You're going to have a white timeout taken, and McFerrin looks like he's going to be okay. McFerrin kind of catching his breath here on the sideline still. And they're going to have Lyons come in and take his free throw. So Chad Lyons will take the free throws for McFerrin, for Dakota McFerrin. Lyons, nope, won't get that one. That's Carroll's third foul. And Proctor's third foul here of the second half. Like I said, not a lot of whistles here in the second half of play. Carter will get the ball up the court to number 12, Pilcher. Pilcher killed the dribble, just looking to get the ball around to Vita, and then the shot taken off the free throw line by Landon. That time it rimmed out on him, and not a lot really Proctor's done too wrong. Like I said, their defense has been tremendously aggressive at setting the pace. Their offense has been confident and good decision making on offense. Rebounding, oh my goodness, they did a ton of rebounding. Oh, we got a technical fall. I'm not sure who said what. So Dupree very clearly heard Stan say he swore on the floor. So he gave him a technical foul, which is only fitting. That'll send Pilcher to the line. He'll be taking the shots on the technical foul. So Dylan Pilcher. And the buzzer sounded. Now they're going to let Parody come in, and Parody's coming in for Dupree, who's going to go sit and talk to the coach after he got technical foul. And that was predictable. That was his next visit, would be to the coach. Not that the coach is going to ream him or holler at him. He's just going to probably relate to it and talk to him about it. And, Donnie's a good player, good coach. And he's been there. He knows how frustrating it can be. I think Coach Dunches, like I call him Coach, I think he's going to be a heck of a high school coach someday. I think he's going to do a good job. I think if he had a little more skilled players and a little deeper bench, he'd be opening up a lot of eyes right now with his ability to communicate to the players. He's a great understanding of the game. And, it looks like he can really get that point across to the younger players. But I can think of some schools where I like seeing him be a varsity coach right now. There's the basket and the putback. I believe that was Landon. Yeah, it was. Landon got the buck at 67-12. Just a matter of navigating through the last 2 minutes and 38 seconds without any injuries or technical fouls and get ready for the varsity game. Marcel on the pivot. The other thing I like, it's a defensive kick. See how intense Landon was? He was in the right defensive posture. He was anticipating. He was staring right in the eyes of his person he was covering. And I like the fact they're keeping intense, not being sloppy up by that many points. I mean, they're up 67-12, and they're just not kind of writing it off. They're playing very intense. McFerrin got the ball all the way up between the circles, goes off to the elbow now, and this is Parody with it. He'll bring it back to his teammate on his side, Fox, and I believe Landon hit the sideline. That is the call, and you see Mike Candy with it. He stepped out of bounds, and now they're going to bring Dupree back in the ball game. So yeah, I mean, Coach Dunches working it out on a good level with his players about the tee, technical, and we're good to go now as Landon coming out of the basketball game. Elric coming in and take his spot. That's going to be Dupree back at the point. Dupree will give it off on the side of McFerrin, and he's going to take a long three ball. That'll rim out on him. Almost had to range down on it. And Landon is going to come back in. Elric down the floor, and a nice assist from Pilcher to Elric. And well, they're going to get 70 points in the JV game. That's pretty impressive at JV level. That's pretty impressive at the high school level. Marcel with the spot, splits the defense, and nice. So, I mean, Marcel, to me, if you just had just from a few more confident role players around him, he could become a real main focus of the offense here. He can do some damage down here. Like I say, he's a good-sized guy. He got some muscle on him. Pilcher got it all 20 for Pilcher. 71-14. Proctor's JV squad will get the win here at the Hinchy Gym. It's still a rivalry, I know, in theory, but just the lack of being competitive. Blocked out of bounds, and Pilcher got in there and blocked it. I think it kind of diminishes the rivalry. I mean, we're just minutes away from the varsity game. McIntyre going to the line, and the gym's only 3/4 full. I mean, you would last year, in years past, this thing would have been packed at 5:30. And McIntyre will front rim it. One of the toughest things Coach Dunches has to do in tomorrow's practice, get his team to believe, to have some confidence, refocus that they can get the job done, help them to get their heads up. You know, that's the hardest part, selling them to believe in themselves. 1 minute left. Carroll will bring the ball down. We'll give it off to Vita. Vita with a few pump fakes. It's Lyons on him, and Vita's going to go all the way around baseline. Give it back. That's going to be Landon. Fades, fires, got it. Landon, a good-looking player. I like him down on the inside. Very athletic, obviously, but also very creative down inside. And he knows to play below the free throw line. That ball batted around, it's on the floor. McIntyre will get to it, and he'll slice it. Well, I don't really want to slice it. He'll hook the ball out of there, out of bounds off from his teammate, and it'll become Proctor basketball. As Blangy will bring it in. Carroll playing the rest of the ball game with the 3 fouls. Never really became a significant factor in this contest, and I'm not sure. They might just pass around and hold the outside shot down to 20, or hold for no shot. I mean, there's 22 seconds left in the ball game. 73-14, and yeah, he's holding down to 15, and it looks like that will be the final score, 73-14. And saved over there by Vita. He'll come back, and just 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Carroll will pivot and give the ball down inside, and Landon just couldn't resist it, and no. Congratulations to Proctor JV. They'll win this ballgame against the West Rutland JV squad. Get out there, support your student athletes, and always support Munger Vision.